Hi, my name is Jack. Today I'm going to be showing a production to analyse adverts. I'm going to be focusing on charity adverts such as NHS Make the Right Choice smoking advert.
Hey Mum, I know you're watching Corrie. I just want to give you this message. Can you stop smoking, because it can give you cancer and your lungs go black and all that, and it's up to you, so you need to make the right choice or your life is gone.
For help quitting, call 0800 88 4411.
This advert shows a young boy talking to the camera and recording a message for his mum about smoking. The aim of this advert is to make people think about how their smoking affects their family members. It uses reverse psychology, and also having a child in the advert makes it more hard-hitting to the audience. The form of this advert is realist narrative because of the huge effect it has on the world. The style of this advert is very realistic because smoking affects a vast number of the population in the world, and so do the deaths caused by smoking. The codes and conventions of the advert consist of a very basic one-shot interview style where the child is sat outside on a curb on the side of the road just talking to the camera. The lighting is natural light from daylight. The sound and music is very important because it's very slow and emotional, which matches the style of the advert. In this advert, the main emotional response is compassion because it's making the audience realise that smoking has a massive effect on children because they're worried that they're going to lose their parents because of it. So the advert is telling the adults to think about not themselves but their children, and it uses reverse psychology on them. The characteristics of the service would be lifestyle appeal because it is reaching out to the public to try and make them remove smoking from their lifestyle. And they give a number and a website at the end of the advert to help people to quit. Also, there's brand identity because they show the brand logo at the end of the advert. This is to make people more aware, so if they see the logo elsewhere, they know what it is. The next advert is the NHS organ donation.
If someone you love was offered a life-saving organ, what would you do? Nothing? Nearly all of us would take an organ, but most of us put off registering as a donor. If you believe in organ donation, prove it. Register now.
This advert has a young boy sitting on a sofa watching TV with his mum. It all looks well, but then you see the boy slowly start to get worse and worse, showing him with a needle in his arm, his pupils dilating and his skin turning blue. Then a voiceover says, if someone you love was offered a life-saving organ, what would you do? Nothing. Nearly all of us would take an organ, but nearly all of us also put off as the organ donor. If you believe in organ donation, prove it. The form of this advert is realistic narrative because it's an everyday issue. At the end of the advert it says 3 people who need a transplant die every day. This message alone shows people how realistic this problem is. The style of this advert is realist because of the huge impact it has on people's lives when they find out they need an organ donated, and the risks that may occur if they don't get a new organ. The codes and conventions of the advert show a very slow camera shot zooming in on the young boy, slow suiting the mood and maybe the effect of the boy getting worse, like a slow, painful death. It focused in on the main sign showing the young boy is getting ill. For example, it shows his pupils dilating, a very nasty cough, and his skin turning blue and starting to lose a lot of weight. The sound and music in this is very simple but also very impacting. It is the sound of a heart rate machine and an oxygen mask. They gradually get louder as the advert reaches the end. The emotional responses in this advert are fear because of the huge fear of losing someone you love. For example, the lady shown in the advert isn't seeing a stranger dying, it's her own son. And compassion because it makes people want to help people who need donated organs and help to save someone's life. The characteristics of this advert are lifestyle appeal again because of the demand of donations to help save people's lives. It is not just the elderly people who need organs, it can be children as young as 3 or 4. And the brand identity showing their logo and the impacting tagline, 3 people who need a transplant die every day. The next advert is the Cancer Research UK.
I shouldn't be here.
I shouldn't be here.
I shouldn't be here.
Thanks to Cancer Research UK, thousands of people are here today who wouldn't have survived 10 years ago.
My mum should be here.
Please help more people to be here. Call 0800 038 1000 and give £2 a month to Cancer Research UK.
In this advert, it shows people who have been affected by cancer saying, I shouldn't be here. Showing people of all ages, and at the end, a young lady on her wedding day says, my mum should be here. The voiceover gives facts saying, thanks to Cancer Research UK, thousands of people are here today who wouldn't have survived 10 years ago. This is very impacting because it shows how badly cancer affects families and how lucky people are to have been cured of it. It shows how a lot of generous people who have donated money and saved people's lives, young and old, and helped them be there for a special moment that they never thought they would see. The style of this advert is realistic because cancer is one of the most recognised terminal illnesses in the world and has such a massive impact on families when a loved one has been diagnosed. The codes and conventions in this advert are simple camera shots of people saying, I shouldn't be here, and how happy and thankful they are for the money that has been donated to save their life. The sound in this advert is very emotional because they're using a piano playing slow music which is used to suit the very sad mood cancer gives people, but at the same time it shows the relief in people who have been cured and how thankful they are. The emotional responses are problem solution and compassion. Problem solution because the advert is showing how many people have been cured of this deadly disease, and compassion showing that the people have been saved by the generosity of the donators. The characteristics and the services are a lifestyle appeal because cancer affects your lifestyle in so many ways and restricts the person from doing something that they may have done before, and the brand identity because the last shot of the advert has their logo, telephone number, website and tagline.